So Tap's kind of enraptured with just watching the scenery go by. Every once in a while, she'll make like a note of like, oh, there was some scrap there, and I wonder if I come and like if I ever get back out of the city, or maybe on the way back, we can stop and just like poke around, see if there's anything cool that got tossed. Uh, but otherwise, she's got a lot of bits and pieces of wire in her lap, a couple of small screwdrivers. She seems to be assembling a myriad of small toys, like wind up toys, and just things with like ears and lots of legs and little clockwork friends for reasons. Maybe tiny, tiny presents.
Feliza, what's Alley Cat up to?
So Alley Cat's been driving for approximately 5 hours. She really likes driving. She loves driving. She likes the freedom of it. But what she does not like very much is she's been a lot quieter than she normally is. What she does not like very much is being outside of Letitia Heights and outside of Night City. She knows that there are some people that she has made not super happy, former clients who don't like that she doesn't work for them anymore, that kind of thing. And so she's kind of keeping an eye out just about everywhere, which is hard in a vehicle, moving vehicle, to see if there's anyone that perhaps she may have angered who is approaching quickly.
Now, it's been you've been driving for a few hours since you left the checkpoint. How did the getting through the checkpoint go?
Alicat thinks that it went just about as she expected. I mean, it worked out in her favor, so she expected it to. She wasn't nearly so worried about the checkpoint as she was about other things.
Gotcha. Cicero, what are you up to right now?
Well, Cicero was quite a lot more worried than Alley Cat was about the checkpoint because ultimately the safety of all of his closest friends rested on his ability to sweet talk a random middle aged office worker at Reclaim Inc.'s payroll bureau. And it was looking there for a minute or two that we might get stopped. And so the pressure and the weight that Cicero took on was a lot. And so he was quiet for the first hour or two of the trip. But once became clear that the group had made it through the checkpoint without any issues, nobody was going to be following them, he was able to focus on things that were more important to him. And he's almost been typing in the air. His agent is broken and the new one's not ready yet. So he's almost been pantomiming his writing something on an agent as though he's preparing some sort of speech or message that he wants to deliver. And it's going the group, everybody who's in the car will notice that it's very repetitive. It's almost circular. It's as though he's going over the same thing over and over again to make sure that it's perfect.
Tab didn't realize that Cicero could type much more than the letter K.
Wow.
So Alley Cat, so you're obviously driving. Your hands are occupied with the steering wheel. Are you listening to music? What are you forcing your friends to listen to anything fun?
Alley Cat listens to very loud club music normally, but she's not got any music on right now because she is worried about being aware of her surroundings.
Okay.
So she is not subjecting anyone to anything right now, although she has had to tell Billy several times to not eat the 3 pizzas that are for our friends. And now that there's no more risk to the pizzas being eaten, it's pretty quiet in here, I would say. Unless, aside from whatever Tab is working on.
So Tab, you're tinkering away, and every now and then you hear this low growl or grumbling coming from behind in the cargo area of the van, and you tune your head or turn your head to look, and it's actually Max the dog and Billy, and they're fast asleep under a pile of pizza boxes. And Billy, of course, has been up for days trying to beat her high score in the Wizard's Castle. What do you see back there?
I imagine that Billy and Max are like kind of spooning, like, Billy's like got Max curled up around up against her chest, and like there's pizza crust just sort of scattered around them. There's like they actually have like they've made a little fort out of the pizza boxes. Every once in a while, like Billy's hands might twitch like she's gaming, and then like Max's paws and tail twitch too. They're just passed out, like in a tiny little adorable pizza coma.
Yeah, and she's got her headphones on, and you can hear music kind of blaring from them. She is lost to this world right now. So you're heading to Josie's Diner. This is a diner that's quite familiar to you. You've been there before several months ago, and you're going to meet Slicks there. And Alley Cat, why are you meeting Slicks there? Why did you call Slicks to join you guys?
Are you sure Slicks didn't call me?
Well, is Slicks calling? Did Slicks call you? What? Why is Slicks joining you guys?
I think probably because he wrapped up what he was working on, aka reviving his fallen buddy, his drunken fallen buddy, and gave us a call to check in. We let him know where we were headed, and he was like, "Diner food sounds great. Let's meet up."
Great. Well, that brings us to Slicks and Chris. You connected with the gang a few hours ago, and they told you they were on their way outside of Night City to meet up with this hillbilly family to try to score a deal for some livestock for your barbecue, and that triggered some adventure for you. Where are you, and why are you there, and how are you feeling?
Okay, so I left off. Yeah, that was the last thing I remember very vividly, was helping my friend. I believe was it Godfrey who was drunk, and didn't he break some
No, it was
glasses?
the Twirly twins.
Twirly kids. Yes, it was
Yeah.
a little kid. Yes, and there was broken glass everywhere, and it was kind of, that was a day. There was a lot of planning, and Slicks was doing a lot of just like, paperwork and stuff for all this stuff. And he's like, I got to get out of the city. Normally I don't get out of the city, but I've just had a lot of business to take care of. I want to take a little break. So this gang was like, hey, meet us out here. And I was like, you know what? This is a perfect excuse. Go work with some new people, because these old ones that I'm working with are getting kind of, I want to see what the kids are up to. So Slicks is out there, but I'm gonna say Slicks, I think, is a bit uncomfortable being outside of the city. There's a lot more open land. There's a lot more silence out in the Badlands than there is in the city. So he's just a bit uncomfortable. He's a city kid. So, and the food tastes, as much as he likes eating at the diner, it just tastes a little weird out here, because he's so used to like synthetic crap from the city that outside the city he's like, this is real food. Okay, interesting. So he's just getting used to being outside of the city again.
And as you say that, Rosie, who is the waitress at Josie's Diner, she settles up to you with a pot of coffee and looks at you. Refill?
Yeah, please. I'll take another water too, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. So she pours you a cup of coffee, and it's the darkest, kind of thickest coffee you've ever seen in your life, but it kind of gives you the kick that you need when you're out in the desert. And she goes,
these beans from Mexico, Josie? These
me?
Mexican coffee beans?
Oh, the coffee beans.
Are they real, or are they?
Wait, listen, Sam buys them from a nomad outfit not too far from here. So
Oh, really?
I think they smuggle them across the border. So yeah, maybe.
Okay, well, if you got some names for me, perhaps we can go into business. This is really good coffee. I haven't had any good coffee in a long time.
Guess it depends on your tip, sweetheart.
Okay, well then, fair enough. I get the message, Josie. Okay, well, I'm waiting for some friends. I have about 4 friends coming, so we're gonna order a lot more. How about that?
All right. You can still use tip. I don't get a cut out of the.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
So she turns back over to the counter, and so in the diner, it's not a huge diner. It's one of those classic diners you think where like a lot of chrome glass everywhere.
Yeah.
Sitting at the counter are 2 cops. One's a little overweight, and the other one's a little bit more dim-witted. And they're eating pie, coconut cream pie.
Huh.
And there's a sullen guy who's chomping on an unlit cigar, and he looks like he's just down on his luck. He's kind of twirling around his fork and his scrambled eggs. And those are the only 3 people other than Sam and Josie that are in, or Rosie that are in the diner.
Is Slicks close to the lonely guy chomping on his cigar? Like, is he like a booth or 2 away or something?
Yeah, he's actually, there's an empty booth in between you.
Okay.
You're up against the window, but he's about a booth away.
Okay. And Slicks takes this moment to look around and perceive the room, and he looks over at the guy. He goes, "Hey, you should try the coffee. It's great." Just to open up to the guy, just to try and be, his city self, and try and be a little extroverted and say hello to the people in the country.
He takes a cigar out of his mouth and goes, "Well, I think it kind of tastes like crap if you ask me, but it's I need the energy. I've been up about 3 days straight."
Oh, wow. You need some sleep, my friend. Coffee's not going to help you.
Well, it's a couple more hours drive to Night City. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. I'm from there. Where are you heading?
Where am I heading? Well, I'm heading to Night City. That's where I live, but I was at the casino.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Did you must have lost or won?
Well, yeah, let's just say Lady Luck screwed me over, just like my ex-wife.
Oh, come on. Hey, whatever luck you have is your own. Don't blame the ladies. That's on you, brother.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Thanks for the philosophy.
You know what I mean?
Listen, I just want to eat my scrambled eggs and get on out of here.
Yeah, of course.
And as you finish talking to this guy, you hear the sound of a vehicle kind of driving over gravel, because that's the parking lot, and this van pulls into the parking lot, and you can see driving it is your friend Alley Cat.
Oh, hey, all right.
And she pulls in right beside your Mercury.
Don't scratch.
So Alley Cat, you pull your van in. You see Slicks's car. You park right beside it, and you can see into the window, and you see Slicks there drinking a coffee and talking to this disheveled, kind of angry-looking guy. What are y'all gonna do?
Cicero is going to make a stealth check. So that's I got. Oh crap! Where's stealth on this sheet? Cicero got a 15. He wants to sort of sidle up to the windows and make sure there's no Elvis impersonators in the building before walking in.
So you peek your head around the corner into the window.
Mm-hmm.
You see Slicks. Slicks is actually seated at the same booth that you all were a few months ago. He's drinking a cup of coffee. There's an empty booth between him and sort of this disheveled, kind of grumpy-looking guy chewing on a cigar, playing with a plate of scrambled eggs. And at the counter are 2 police officers who look very familiar to you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to furtively walk in the door and slide over to Slix's booth and glance over at the police officers occasionally. And I'm going to say, fancy meeting you here, Slix. It's almost as though it was planned. Because it was
Makes
planned.
a big to-do. Hey, Cicero! Hey! I can't believe you're here! Oh my gosh! There's a celebrity I'm meeting in the city, now outside the city. Holy moly! Please have a seat. Slick stands up. He's like, please.
Yes, it's all very exciting, but please calm down. We're in public. And Cicero will slide in. He said, I think at this point we're on a first name basis. You don't need to make such a big deal. A little deal is appreciated, but a big deal is probably unnecessary.
I get really starstruck.
And
I get really starstruck. I'm a big fan.
He's going to reach out and he's going to pat Slix on the shoulder and he says, Slix, take heart, my friend. I consider you moving up toward acquaintance. And he looks at the door for his friends.
What are you, Tab, what are you doing?
Watching this scene unfold in front of me and sort of chuckling. Cicero seems a little like awkward, maybe not used to the fawning over in person. So I'm probably just soaking that in. Looking around to see if there's anyone else driving by or inside, making sure there's no one hiding somewhere in a corner that might, come in with a shotgun or something. But after everyone, after it seems clear, I'll wander in and give Rosie a wave and ask what kind of pie they have today.
Oh, nice to see you, honey. Well, we have banana cream pie, coconut cream pie, lemon cream pie, just cream pie, and mincemeat pie.
Yeah, I'll take that. Can I have a slice of mincemeat and a cup of coffee?
Sure can.
We'll be sitting with our friends over there.
Your usual booth, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna be regulars soon, right?
Yeah, once every 5 months. That sounds pretty regular.
Better than not coming at all.
That's what Sam says.
Thanks, Rosie.
Cicero's going to raise his hand as the pie are coming out, and he's going to say, do you have a cow in the back? I'm curious, what is the cream made of?
What? You're asking me what the cream is made out of?
You have 17 pies made of cream. I can't imagine it's made of milk.
Sam gets a deal on powdered cream. What can I don't know. I'm not a chef. You want some coffee?
No, thank you. I brought
really good
water.
coffee. Sister. You know what? Get a coffee on me, Josie. I'll pay. Coffee's for everyone on me. How about that?
And Stanley, one of the cops, looks over, waves at you, goes, "Thanks for the coffee."
And then Slick goes, "But not for those two."
Elvira shakes his head.
Yeah, Slick goes, "Mind your own business, cops." Sorry, guys. Sorry about those two.
Don't worry, Cicero. We'll drink your coffee.
Good, thank you.
Alley Cat hasn't entered the building yet. She is watching this happen from inside the car, and I want to use my fancy glasses to look at the real grumpy looking guy and see if he looks familiar.
Yeah, make me a perception.
15.
Yeah, so you look at him, and it doesn't register. He's not someone you've met before. He's breathing very heavily. He's quite out of shape. and he's been sucking on a cigar uh, ineffectively. I mean, it's not lit, but he looks like he's almost choking on it. Yeah, he doesn't look familiar to you, and he's sweaty, and he looks terrible. That he's been up 3 or 4 days straight.
Am I able to see the two cops from inside the car?
Yes, but their backs are to you because they're sitting at the counter. But they look very, very familiar to you.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I want to come in.
Okay, so before you leave the van, you hear a little bit of growling, and you look, and Max has shifted, and some pizza boxes have fallen more on top of him and excuse me, Billy. So are you going to wake up Billy, or are you just going to leave her there with Max?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Send Billy a text for me, and
Okay.
tell her we're going in the diner. In case she wakes up, don't panic. We're just in the diner.
Yeah, that was surprisingly succinct. Okay, sure.
Eat shit, Mike.
Not nice. We're supposed to be friends.
Are we?
So you walk into the diner. You go straight to the booth. What are you going to do?
Are there any glasses or cups on the booth table? On the booth.
Well, Alvarez and Stanley obviously they're drinking coffee, and there is a plate and a cup of where someone had finished their meal and left, and Rosie hasn't gotten around to clean it up yet. So there's a half-filled cup of coffee and one strip of half-eaten bacon left, and yeah, and then there's beside that there's a collection of drinking glasses that Rosie uses for water and such.
Sure. I want to grab that half-drink cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Before I walk past the cups.
Yeah. Oh no.
No.
And I just want to. Oops.
So, make me make me a performance check.
Where's that on the sheet?
It should be under cool.
Ah.
Performance acting?
Yeah.
Okay.
An acting check?
Yeah.
Okay. That was a 10.
Yeah, it was.
That was okay. A 20.
Holy cow. Okay. So describe to us what happens when you spill this cup on is it Stanley or Alvarez that you're going to spill the coffee on?
Whichever one. I threw the syrup on the first time we met.
I don't remember. I think it might have been Alvarez, but go ahead and describe to us what happens.
So Alley Cat just kind of saunters up, holding this like cup of coffee, and then pretends to trip, and half falls on the other one, like over his leg, and then throws the coffee straight, like it's all down his front.
So Stanley catches you as you fall. He goes, "Oh, are you all right?" And then all you hear is, "Oh, gee, every time I come to this goddamn diner." And Alvarez is just covered in coffee.
Oh, I am so sorry about that, sir. Officer, sir. So sorry. So sorry. And I put the mug on the counter, and I just like push right back up, walk over to my friends.
And the Canadian Screen Award goes to...
And Stanley kind of smiles as he grabs, and Alvarez looks like his face is just beet red, and he looks like he's gonna grab his gun, and Stanley calms him down. Last goes, "Come on, got a fresh shirt for you in the car. We got to go anyway." And Alvarez slowly gets up and he walks out of the diner with Stanley.
Alley Cat just like plops right down, whatever seat's open, and is like, "Got rid of the cops for us.
Oh, it's like, hey, nice. I hate those guys. I hate cops, period. That was great. They didn't mess you up or anything, did they?
And she kind of like checks around. Not all good.
Good.
Waste of a perfectly good cup of coffee, though.
It was cold.
Oh, well, okay.
We should get some hot coffee and throw it on them.
Next time.
Tab, you and I have very different about what constitutes good. For example, generally I prefer beverages that I could not stand upon. And he glances down at the cup of coffee that Slicks ordered him.
It's good coffee. Good coffee, Cicero.
You could build a house with this liquid.
And Alley Cat's just like staring at it very intently. And she's like, well, then can I have it?
Yes, you may.
She just throws it back all at once.
Oh, yeah.
Shotguns the coffee.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
This is why Alley Cat's going to make it out of all of you guys, okay? First things first, okay? Get used to coffee. If you're going to be in a dangerous business like that, you all going to get used to coffee. Cicero, I mean, I don't want to tell you how to live. I know you have your own thing being a celebrity, but it can help. It can help your career.
At that point, Rosie comes to the table with her notepad and another pot of coffee. She puts the pot of coffee on the table.
Oh,
Here's a fresh pot for you.
thank you.
What do you all want?
Well, I mean, I've been poring over this menu for a while now. I don't know if my friends have a chance to look at this, but they basically just have cream pies and meat pies here. If you guys,
You should try the hangover special.
oh,
It was pretty good the last time we were here.
okay, Rosie, give me one of those hangover specials.
Yeah, Sam, hangover special.
Do you have any? Can I get a to-go box of some of the soy bacon? We've got a doggo in the car that we want to take care of.
How much do you want?
Like, just a side. Like a normal, like, I don't know how much you got.
How big is the dog?
Pretty big.
Bigger than me.
Sam, 2 pounds of soy bacon.
Thanks, Rosie. You're the best. But
It's all in
yeah,
the tip.
I'll just wait for my pie.
Oh, I forgot your pie.
That's okay. I'll eat with everyone else.
Rosie, quick question. How much would you charge me not to serve me gastroenteritis?
Tab
Sam,
kicks
got a
the
wise
throw
ass here.
under the table.
Rosie, please excuse my friend. He's used to more hoity-toity foods. You know what? Just a cream pie, just a regular cream pie for him. I'm sure. He'll love it.
Potato, hoity-toity, edible.
Asshole, arsehole.
Both are applicable. And Cicero
You're
will wink
getting
at
a
her.
tip, Rosie. Yeah.
And you, sweetie? And she looks at you, Alley Cat.
Alley Cat, during this discussion, Alley Cat has finished the entire pot of coffee already and says, 2 more coffees. This size, and she points at the pot of coffee.
Oh, okay.
I've been driving a long time. I'm very
Anything to
tired.
eat? I strongly recommend putting something in your stomach and not just this coffee.
The tallest stack of pancakes available.
Sam, all the pancakes.
Coffee and
She heads
carbs.
back to the kitchen.
So what did we tell you about being nice to people who could potentially spit in our food?
Yes, I don't remember exactly what you said. You did say something about it, but as you noticed, I didn't order any food, so I felt fine about it.
There's
That's
a
what you meant,
strange
right?
logic there that Tab can't argue against. But she's still gonna glare disapprovingly.
So, as Rosie and Sam make your breakfast, and she brings eventually brings over all of your food. What are you doing? What are you going to talk to Slicks about? What's your plan?
Slicks, how did you get out of the city? We were so nervous. Cicero had to get us like passes, use his charm. Seriously, being a celebrity has perks. How'd you get out?
Well, let me tell you, I mean, being a fixer myself, I know the right people to talk to. And look, I know a lot of cops also, and I hate cops. Can I swear in front of you guys?
Yes.
I fucking hate cops, especially cops from Night City. They're the worst. Some of them don't even live in the city. They live in the outside, and they come in and they treat everybody like shit. It's terrible. I just know the right people to talk to. And look, I don't come out here that much because, to tell you the truth, it kind of makes me uncomfortable. I'm not a big fan of the hillbillies out here, okay? I'll say it.
We know the best ones, though. I mean, they're the only ones that we know, but clearly they're pretty cool. They barely blew us up last time.
The ones that didn't try to eat us weren't the worst.
See, Slick, so what we found is that it's like dealing with like a stray dog.
Uh-huh.
If you don't show fear, they can smell the fear.
Yeah, they're too unpredictable for me. I like the city. I like going by a structure, a plan. Out here, it's not a lot of structure, not a lot of plans. But I mean, you know what? I haven't been outside the city in a while. I haven't been on, it sounds pretty cliche to say, but I haven't been on a mission in a while. You know what I mean? So, you know what? Thanks for shaking me up. This has been good.
Slicks.
What do you need from me, though? I mean, I'm a guy who sits in an office all the time. I don't know what I could do for you guys. You guys seem to be getting the job done.
Slicks, when was the last time you ate an egg?
Oh my God, it's been years.
Do you want one?
A real egg or a synthetic?
Yeah, real egg.
Oh my gosh. It's had to be close to 27 years now.
Oh man.
We could even get you a chicken.
Yeah.
Like a real one.
Slick slowly takes off his glasses. And you can see there's a single tear. A real chicken?
You could take him home and give it a name and then have eggs. Yeah.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Might want more than one though, because I don't think they lay eggs if it's just one by itself.
But
Don't you
I'll
need...
take as many chickens as you can give me.
what if they ate all the chickens? What if there are no chickens left? Look at him. You'll destroy his very spirit. This is now his reason for living.
It's my reason for living. I want more chickens.
Look, if there's one thing that Night City could use, Cicero, it's more chickens. I've been saying that for years.
I've heard you say that on the street.
Yeah.
Of course, I
My
thought it was
reputation precedes
slang.
me then.
I thought it was slang for some sort of gangland technique, but no, it was literal.
Not at all.
We need more chickens.
It's very on the nose. When I started saying Night City needs more chickens, I was being extremely legit.
Right, I thought it was due
So
to all
thank
the
you.
bloodshed,
Thank you,
but no,
guys.
yes, very good. Very good.
Amazing. Slicks is also starting now to see Cicero, the real Cicero, come out a little bit. He's like, oh, this guy's kind of he's just treating people poorly, and doesn't want real chickens. He's like, oh, what? It's like never meet your heroes. You know what I mean? So he's kind of, oh, what? Anyways, look, I came prepared, okay, too. Whatever you guys need, I got some stuff in the trunk of my car. I got it outfitted once you guys returned it for me. Thanks again for that. But if any trouble gets had with these hillbillies, then I'm here. That's a big if, though.
I don't think we'll have any trouble. Tab is best friends with one of them.
Okay, good. Okay. Well, hey, maybe it's a good thing then. Maybe my business savviness can maybe make some new connections with these people.
Do you speak any exotic languages, Slicks?
I'm really good. I speak Arabic. It's not that exotic. Yeah, a lot of people speak that. I speak street slang. So do you guys. and I
I'm gonna.
speak Sparkle. That's more of a new language that I'm trying to start myself.
Oh,
But
cool.
yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
can totally make that happen.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, one of my friend doesn't really speak street, so I can translate for you though if you wanna like. I'll do my best. I can teach
Okay,
you some
great.
good
Yeah.
phrases. Yeah.
Yeah, is there a reason I need to know another language for this, or?
Oh, I just to foster communication with the new connections.
Fair enough. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, this is great. Okay, I'm kind of excited now. Sorry, I was a little nervous before, but now I'm like, actually, I got a little good excitement, anxiety. You know what I mean?
Butterflies.
Yeah, yeah. Good butterflies. Good
Yeah,
butterflies.
as opposed to chickens.
Yes. You know, that's another thing we got to bring back too, the butterflies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys finish up your food. Rosie starts taking the dirty plates away. What are your next steps? What do you guys want to do?
Cicero is going to leave her a bit of a tip, even though he didn't order something.
Yeah, yeah. And Slick says the same. Slicks looks at that and internally he's like, God, the Cicero guy is not here. And then he puts down a bit more money to be like, oh, geez, Louise, that's a real tip, Cicero. Holy moly. And he's also burping a bit because the hangover special actually, he felt it was all right. It was pretty bland, actually. But
So I literally ate nothing. I gave her a tip just to be nice, and you're attacking me for the value of the tip? I can't seem to win with you today.
hey, it's just bad business.
I can't argue with that. Cicero is going to...
Alley-cat.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was say Alley Cat puts down a fairly large tip, but she's also kind of like she's now had at least 12 cups of coffee based on like if it's like a 4-cup like pot. So she's basically had like 12 cups of coffee, and so she's kind of shaking and like she's low-key just vibrating.
So she's like, hey, Alley Cat, do you need to go to the bathroom before we leave, or you good?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I will be making sure that the soy bacon came out for Max. And is there should we get anything for Billy to go just in case, or is her pizza coma?
Oh, we better get her some fries or something.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. I guess you guys have already informed me that Billy's just passed out in the back. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let her sleep. Yeah, we'll bring her some. We'll bring her some of that cream pie.
Mm-hmm.
Double cream pie.
Yes. I hope Alley Cat doesn't mind if I drive.
Why? Why do you want to drive?
No reason.
Cicero, out of the two of us, who's a better shot?
Me.
Then you should ride shotgun. That's why it's called shotgun.
Wow. Fine.
Also, I'm definitely way too shaky to be a good shot right now. So if you could just do me a favor.
Overhearing this, Tab wants to know why we're going to be shooting at things on the way to the farm.
Just in case. I mean, how many times have we been driving around in a van and someone just starts shooting at us?
Only like all of the time, but no one knows we're here.
It doesn't matter if anyone knows we're here.
That's true.
Slicks,
We didn't start any fights this time.
Isn't there a fixer rule, always be prepared, or is that the Boy Scouts?
I believe that was the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts and the Girl Guides. The fixer rule is actually, Alley Cat knows it. Let's say it together.
Don't die.
Or don't die. Just don't die. Really, that's applicable to every profession, but we take it very seriously when we're fixers.
So Slicks, you have your car here. Are you gonna take your car? Are you gonna get in with them?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take my car. Hey, anybody want to ride with me? Oh no? Okay, great. I'll meet you guys there. Fantastic.
You sure you want to take your car in case it does not go so well? You could park it somewhere safe and ride with us in case there's any gunfire. I don't know how you feel about gunshots near your vehicle.
You know what? How about I trail behind slowly? I just don't want anything to happen to my car. Okay. Plus, I got weapons in the back. Oh yeah. By the way,
We might need that.
Game Master, I got weapons in the back.
Gotcha.
I'll try. It also has a. I've got a cloaking device on it, so if I need to hide it, then you know.
That might be a different game we're
Okay,
playing.
fair enough. No, you know what? I just got it refurbished, so I just really love driving this thing. I'm gonna take it with me. I'm gonna put my car in danger. How about that?
And who knows if it gets?
I trust you guys so much. That's how.
If it gets damaged, you know Slimy Pete now. So it's
That's
okay.
right.
Is anyone going to go with Slicks?
I'm driving.
Cicero, I wouldn't want to deprive you of the chance to hang out with your new BFF.
Cicero will go with Slicks. He'll keep him company.
Hey, all right, come on in. Just watch the leather and don't touch the dashboard if you don't mind.
Can I touch the door handle?
You know what? Let me get the door handle for you.
Oh,
Also,
very good.
if you don't mind, I'll buckle you in when we're in there, okay? Because it's a new buckle, so I just want to make sure it doesn't break. There you go. Yeah, move your hands up. There you go. Just like a baby boy. There you go. Okay, all buckled in. Okay.
I feel safe and oddly comforted.
Yeah, see? Told you that.
Slicks
goes, you want to listen to some music? And as he turns the radio on, it's one of Cicero's songs. Then he goes, there, here. And then he absentmindedly puts on some old classical station that comes in really well out in the Badlands.
It's a good choice of music.
Oh, yeah, of course. I love classical music, you know.
All right, so you guys drive off. You remember the way to the farm. Slicks, how far back are you traveling from the van?
So I'm not far back. I'd say maybe like maybe like 20, 25 feet behind them. So like a car and a half distance maybe, or two cars behind them.
Cool. And Alley Cat, how fast are you going?
Fast. Not like 80. Maybe a good 65, 70.
Okay. So you're heading off on a good clip. This is a major road. It's actually relatively well maintained. It's part of the main artery between Night City and the northern part of the state. And imagine sort of a typical California highway. There's desert on, or more like a Nevada highway, because the climate has accelerated a bit. So there's desert on both sides. Not a lot of greenery or trees or anything like that. You plow through a few, well, not through, but on the side there's a couple of ghost towns, and there's some questionable service centers. And you get to, as you're heading to just past a big billboard that has the faded signs of a gas, like a gas station coming up ahead. Alley Cat, make me an awareness check.
Is that going to be perception?
Oh, sorry, get perception.
$15.
Okay. So just out of the corner of your eye, you see a truck scoot out of the billboard and try to angle itself to ram you. It has a big ramming thing on the front of its thing. I'm going to allow you to make a maneuver check because you spotted them. So make me a maneuver, or like a swerve check, which is a DV13 with your drive.
Okay, so like a drive land vehicle.
Yeah.
It's a 12.
Okay.
It's a 12. Wait, can I use luck to bump it up?
Yes.
Okay. It's 1-to-1, right?
Yeah.
Like 1 luck point, 1 point. Okay. Do I have
So-
to like beat it properly, like with a 14?
Yeah, you'd have to beat it. Yeah, ties. Yeah.
And I will use 2 luck points to increase to a 14.
So the big truck almost you can feel the wind from the truck as you just barely swerve out of the way. Chris, I'm going to allow you to make a maneuver check, and I'll give you a +2 to it.
Oh yeah. Okay. So now this is the first check I think Slicks has ever done.
Oh wow,
So
exciting stuff. So you're gonna roll your driving skill plus I believe driving's under reflex.
I have this under control skills. Drive
Yep.
land vehicle.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what do I now? I have my base is 18. It
That's
says.
really high.
So do I roll? I roll a.
You roll a d10.
Yep.
You add your skill and your stat.
Okay. And then I add my skill and my stat. Okay. So I rolled a 10. My stat for my driving land vehicles is 9.
Ooh, and what's your reflex?
My reflex is also 9.
Holy cow.
But the reflex is the stat column.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, 9. Yes, thank you.
Mhm.
So 19, I guess.
And when you roll a 10, you get to re-roll.
Oh,
10s
really?
explode.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna roll it again. 8.
So 27 is your total. So not only do you deftly swerve out of the way as the truck, you see Alley Cat's van just kind of fishtail barely out of the way. She maintains control of the van though as it swerves into the next lane. The truck in front of you, you just very deftly, almost like you're driving NASCAR, take this beautiful Mercury out of the way. You slide over. And you're able to change lanes pretty great. And you actually drive up next to Alley Cat.
You're like, what the fuck?
And at that point,
through the wheel. What the fuck?
also behind the as the big transport truck kind of goes into the ditch, a pickup truck and a small, very kind of compact, almost looks like an old Chevette, zoom out from behind the billboard, and they give chase to you guys. So we're going to roll initiative. Okay, so yeah, so the driver, both of you are going to be at the top of the initiative queue. And the vehicle's move stat becomes your move stat.
Do we have the vehicle move stats? Or do
Yeah.
you mean the just drive land vehicle?
So on page 190, you can see land vehicles, and we're strangely though it doesn't give like a. I'm going to say that the van has the same as a. Really wish it would have had a truck. That's unfortunate. Let's say it has the same as a high performance ground car. Okay, so what you see behind you is a pickup truck with 3 road gangers in it. There's a driver. There's a person in the shotgun position with an actual shotgun, and there is a gentleman in the bed with a mounted machine gun.
Oh.
And then in the car, there is a driver, and he's a tiny little fella, and he's driving. His head barely goes above the steering wheel, and there's a woman with an assault rifle.